Hello everybody and welcome to Hoard the Dragon Queen, our weekly D&D 5e campaign where the overlays are never really done and I always kind of forget to unmute my crew. We're here with the people we have each week. We have Robert, we have Justin, Simon, and
Is Rob here? He hasn't said anything.
I'm here.
he is here, he is in the background, he's the...
How can you not know that? It's like,
Because I have Skype minimized, so it only shows some people talk, and he wasn't talking.
okay. It's really strange.
And last but not least, Isai, whose
Hey.
untimely death marks us all.
Oh, spoilers, Chucky. Come on.
Character. Well, let's talk about how your weeks have been. Anything interesting on your guys' lives?
Just trying to create new characters. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy, yeah.
Not really. Spending time with family, I suppose.
Cool.
Stuff like that.
Sounds
I
great.
was just trying to get healthy after getting sick, and I'm guessing that Justin was doing the same.
I had a rough week.
Seem better now.
I'm a lot better.
You were
In
pretty-
terms of my health, my physical health.
But not mentally.
No.
Sounds
Still
like
insane.
someone needs a hug.
Damn it, it doesn't quite work through the camera. No.
We'll just
Or
make it
did
happen. Wait until technology is good enough.
You attack with hug.
Just the-
It's super effective.
The 3D printer hug over there. That'd be great.
Okay, everything is done. We'll look nice now in our little nice camera slots. And let's talk about a bit of D&D. That's why we're all here. So what happened last week? Rob, do you want to give us a run through?
Oh, I never remember all the details, but I know we were all severely traumatized by the untimely demise of everyone's favorite bard.
I think
Everyone
that's
keeps
like,
saying untimely, but I'm pretty sure it was Isai's time to die again. Like he keeps
Yeah, it was about time for me
He was on a timer.
to die.
That's all.
But unfortunately, that doesn't mean like Lelouch shouldn't have died. Really, come on. This shit was insane. No one saw that coming, except Chucky. Chucky was like,
So, well, basically, after a long build-up, we finally were ready to stage our revolution. Gave power to the lizard people.
You follow the lizard people.
Yeah, we got our treasures. We're ready for, I feel like, a brand new battle map.
yeah,
A whole new section of the module.
whole new section of the module. We'll see how you guys
Getting
feel
a
in
little
that one.
NSFV there, I say.
We're also
Okay,
kind of
well, yeah, not much really happened besides them fighting. You guys fought in the dungeon. You killed Farbrex, the Bullywug commander, leader, and managed to convince the wizard folk that were literally your... if they didn't like you, they would have killed you and it would have been TPK. Yes, and you managed to convince them by killing their... killing the giant frog in the room, making Farbrex look powerless. Wizardman took the advantage to take the Bullywug down and finally reclaim what the Scaly Death had originally. That's about what happened. You guys started going through the castle. You know, there were parts of the castle that nobody really visited, especially the Wizardmen. You talked to some gargoyles. They seemed aware of you actually conquering the Castle Nihilitar. No, yes, Castle Nihilitar. And in the end, they kind of left with their treasure. And that's about... Oh, and then you just enter the tower, where you know giant spiders lived. And you got attacked by Sturges. No spiders though yet. That's about it.
No spiders yet, apparently.
Entertain chat for a second. I need to give details for Pizza Hut real fast so I can get it in the break.
Pizza.
What kind of pizza, I wonder? Pizza is good,
One
Chad.
sec.
You should buy lots of pizza. It's probably the most entertaining thing I can say, really. Just pizza.
Damn it! Now I want pizza.
Maybe when Isai's new character arrives, it could be delivering us a pizza.
Well, maybe my character has something to do with being a chef or a cook, so maybe you're in luck.
My problem is whenever I want pizza, I have to know 24 hours in advance so I can start the dough.
Oh, you make your own? What kind of base do you use?
Of course, I make my own. What kind of question is that?
No, but I'm saying, what kind of base do you use?
For
no,
my
everyone
dough.
makes their own pizza. Yeah. Just a standard pizza base?
Yeah, it's a yeast-risen dough.
Oh, okay. I like, recently I've had a lot of homemade pizzas with a potato base, and it's pretty interesting, but it tastes really good.
Like
That's
the Hoard, the
strange.
Dragon Queen. Where we
The
talk
problem,
about pizza.
the problem with potato starch is that it doesn't have any gluten in it. Well, it technically doesn't have any gluten in.
Yeah, it is. It
Uh,
is a lot thicker, but you have to just cook it for a bit longer, and then it seems to work out.
Well, no, the problem is that with no gliadin and no glutenin, you don't get gluten, and gluten's the superstructure that catches the bubbles that make bread light and fluffy. So
Yeah, it is. It
potato
is a lot thicker.
is
Yeah.
thicker. Yeah, it's like dense. Not so much thick as dense.
It is. It is. Yeah, it is a very dense base. But if you put that in like a wood fire and you get it there and long enough, you get it like just charred around the edges. It's really good.
Yeah, kill a lot. If you do a slow rise overnight in a refrigerator, it develops a lot more flavor. Just getting gas is easy. You could just do that with a, sodium bicarbonate and cream of tartar. That's not really the point. The point is to let the yeast develop the flavor.
Do you like make a lot of pizza dough at one point and then just kind of save it for a few weeks time, or do you just like make it all the night before and then just be like, okay, I'm gonna make like 20 pizzas tomorrow?
I make enough for usually like 2 large pizzas, and then I'll make both pizzas and have it over the course of a few days. It doesn't freeze well, unfortunately. Like the dough doesn't.
Potato
freeze
one
well.
seems to do relatively well in the freezer.
It would, yeah. Potato dough would actually freeze really well. That would be one of the advantages of using potato dough instead.
It's always strange things. How do it cook? No one knows. What? Everyone quickly roll for something.
Okay, I'm back.
Birthday. Roll for
Ordered
something.
myself a
First
pizza.
one to do it, what's about?
I wanted to give you, if that took any longer, give you the powers of your own funeral. Well, it seems like we're gonna jump into that. So, you guys are in the tower. You finally killed the Sturges, and your friend's body is right in front of you. Dead, lifeless, all blood sucked out of it, literally.
And you
Quick,
guys
someone get me
quickly
300 GP worth of diamonds.
Yeah.
I actually need 1 more level, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Wait,
we just
no,
keep him on ice
You
for
need
one
2
more
more
level.
levels, don't you?
Nah, I have to res him within a minute of him dying.
Don't you need 2 more levels?
I think it's the 3rd level spell.
Oh, so.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level spell.
Did you take flight at this level?
Yeah, I have. No, I need to be 6th level before I'm a 5th level cleric.
Yeah, but you're 5th level now, aren't you? That's 6th level now, aren't you?
No.
No, he's not yet cleric. He took a level in fighter. Remember, first
Yeah, that's what I
level
was
was in
wondering.
fighter.
That's what I asked. If you took
No,
another
we're not-
level.
You're
Yeah, we're not
4th
6th level
cleric.
I'm a. Yeah,
You're
I'll
very
have it
you're very close, I think, to 6th.
yeah, we're like it.
If we just
I
leveled up to 6th
almost
last
level.
time.
We leveled up to 6th level.
Yeah,
Did
you
we?
guys all leveled up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, you're right.
I thought
You have character sheets are your. I gave you the XP after that.
Yeah,
I
you
gave
gave
you-
us like 4k speed.
Yes, I gave you the
X-
XP
and
at
then-
the end after that.
Yeah, okay. No, see, it made a difference though, because the XP from the Sturges is actually what leveled me. If I'd been level 6 before, that's what I remember from last
Yeah,
session.
and the Sturges, the Sturges will only
The
fall
thing
for
is, you
you.
are
The
6th
gargoyles?
level all in all,
No.
but like
Yeah.
you couldn't have cast race because you haven't memorized it either way.
Correct.
Okay, good. So now we have that in order. Have you guys updated your online character sheets?
Have not.
I
It does
have
look
not
okay.
updated my character sheet. I don't think and I don't think I want to put anything specific on it really. I can send it to you, but
No, just
I don't think I
the
wanna
bare
update
bones, just minimal things like stat changes and so on. Abilities and choices, that something like that there should be there. But besides that, everything else can be private between us if you don't want to put it right there. For everybody else, if you want to know who they're playing, bare bones idea of the characters, you can just go down below in Players and Characters tab, press it, and go on Hoard the Dragon Queen. Okay, so what do you guys do?
Well, Hrun is pretty upset to see one of his companions actually died. Both for the loss of a companion and feeling like, he's let his companion down. So he's going to let out a big orcish roar of anguish and disappointment in himself.
Okay, your roar reverberates through the walls of the broken down tower. It echoes outside.
Okay.
And with your roar, after maybe a couple of seconds, you start hearing rain pouring down outside.
Whoa, what are the chances?
I just go like his body's like just drained of all fluids, right? Or body's drained of blood.
Does I go to Justin's character? Do you have a shield you could use to carry him on? He deserves to be carried out like a warrior.
Yeah, I actually do have my old spare shield. It's in my gear. I'll go grab it.
Is Lelouch's eyes open?
I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
I go and I close to them and I say, yeah, no more tears, only dreams.
Good night, sweet prince.
You close
Good
his
night,
eyes,
sweet prince.
and his
No idea what's
white,
wrong.
pale face seems more peaceful now.
Was he white?
No, but when that happens, when all the blood gets sacked out of you.
He's
okay.
night elf. Sorry, he's not night elf. He's
He's a night
half
elf.
elf.
He's a half elf.
He was a drow the whole time.
Oh my god!
No wonder his charisma was so high. Oh my god. No, but seriously.
At least you know Steven.
Oh my god. It's always interesting. That voice though.
Oh. Huh. That's awkward.
What, huh? What's awkward?
The spell I was going to take, as my standard prepared spell for 3rd level, I get automatically for being a war priest and anything something else.
That's cool. That's always cool. Like, yeah, free spells. Oh, that's awesome. I actually haven't chosen my 6 spells for today. I mean, oh, spoilers for my class. Oh.
Okay, so you go retrieve your
Choose it
shield,
now.
and you come back and carry Lelouch out on the shield, all 4 of you, or 3 of you.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Guess I'll help. I'll as much as I can. I don't know. I think the other 2 are more suited to carry him. I suppose. But, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it can be a collaborative effort.
You carry Lelouch out, and the other men, all of them, as they were busy repairing the castle, they now, as they see you, they take breaks and start following you in a small throng behind you. Do you set up a pyre?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. And I'm imagining they're probably setting one up for the. Well, do they burn their dead, or what do they do? Hope they don't eat their dead.
They burn their dead.
All right.
I guess
Okay.
you can't really bury people in a swamp.
No, you can't. Usually the bodies come right out. In a swamp,
Alright.
nothing really stays underground too much.
All right. Well, let's start building a big pyre for him here. Or are they making like a big general one for everybody?
They're making like big general ones. A couple of people are making small ones for specific wizard men. It seems like the soul procession is a silent one that's more of an individual process for some people rather than a collective one. So you spend the rest of the day gathering whatever you can find and build up a pyre for Lelouch's body. I'm guessing somewhere near sunset. Who lights up the pyre?
Well, I'll turn to them. You knew him longest, so perhaps you should have the honors. I don't really know which of them knew him longest, but I know they all knew him longer than I did.
I mean, we can just do it together. I mean, right?
All right then.
I guess I'll say a prayer over his body. I commend you to the spirit of the best god in the world.
My god.
My god.
Okay, so you light up the pyre and it goes up in flames. It's still raining a bit outside, and you can still hear distant thunder. But I'm guessing you build this with some kind of cover so the wood doesn't completely get soaked.
Well,
yeah,
once it's burning, it doesn't matter how hard
Yeah.
it's raining.
Once it's burning, it doesn't really matter. You get it burning, and Lelouch's body is commended to the gods. And the rest, I think you guys. What do you want to do? Actually, do you want to do anything else for the night, or just rest?
I'm gonna order some pizza. Do they have pizza delivery in the swamp?
I mean, it feels like the delivery time would be fairly long in the swamp.
But it also feels like because of the dangers of the swamp, they might send a really experienced delivery person, like maybe a paladin.
Maybe you have a couple of ravens left in the castle that he can use to maybe send a delivery order. You don't know.
Do you have to tip a paladin more, or do they just like say
Probably
no, it's on us?
hazardous pay. Probably some
You have
kind
to
of,
tip them by. You just have to clap for them, or potentially just say, "Well,
But
man."
Robert,
That's how you.
just the tip. Just the tip.
Okay, so no, what do you do for the rest of the night?
I will start actually and create my transmuter stone, Chucky.
And by that, you'll need to explain a bit more what that is and how do you create it.
Well, being a 6th level transmutation, being a 6th level transmuter, I guess it's called. I can spend 8 hours creating a transmuter stone that stores transmutation magic. It's a stone that gives me certain benefits while it's in my possession. A creature gains benefit of your choice as long as the stone is in the creature's possession. When you create the stone, choose to benefit from the following options: dark vision, 60 feet, 10 feet increase while unencumbered, proficiency in con save, resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. Your choice whenever you choose this benefit. Each time you cast a transmutation spell of 1st level or higher, you change the effect of your stone if the stone is on your person. If you create a new transmuted stone, the previous one ceases to function. It does not list any ingredients, so I suppose it's just like arcane power molded into like creating something out of nothing. Just standard.
That sounds acceptable. But you'll have to spend the night without any sleep.
I mean,
It's 8 hours. You can do it during the day.
like how what's the time? It's the after the funeral. What's the
As I said, a bit after sun, like couple of hours before sunset. I think I said you lighted up the fire. So that would be in the swamp. That would be something like 6 or 7, I believe. So making it about the whole night.
Yeah, but do we have anything to do tomorrow? Like, before I ask the party, can I sleep? Is anyone okay with me sleeping in?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go. We're like the plan is to follow the chick through the portal, right? Like we don't have any other leads, so unless we want to give up, it's through the portal or nothing.
Yeah, that's our next step.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna start a ritual of creating something that
You
I
slept the previous
discovered.
night, so there's not going to be any exhaustion levels on you. But you don't get your spells back.
That's what I mean. If I start creating it now and then I sleep after that.
You can, but that's going to just put you guys later in the day, the next day.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
don't know. I'm asking the party if that's okay with them.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Alright.
I will spend the
So-
morning drilling the lizard men in the correct way to defend their new castle.
Okay.
And Rune is going to, I guess since you said it was just before sunset.
Yeah, it's just before sunset. 6 or 7.
All right, he's
No,
going
7,
to
sorry. Go on.
find some lizard men who would be willing to train with him, preferably like a whole crowd. And he's just going to kind of get out how upset he is by training probably way too hard with like 5 or 6 guys at a time.
Okay. Well, for you, Brutus, you find it easily enough to teach them a couple of things about strategy and placement, but you as well learn a bit about how to use your terrain in your favor, especially in a swamp. It seems like they are more proficient in this than anything else. And Hoon, the wizard men are sturdy and they are quite powerful, especially in big numbers. So as you fight them, it doesn't really take many hours until you are completely exhausted.
That's what he's looking for.
Okay,
Just completely
and
wearing himself out.
everybody else sleeps for the night. Rostani, you create your stone, and the night passes without anything happening. Morning dawns, and with it, a new dawn. Rostani, you finish creating your transmuter stone,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear actually running
Before
footsteps.
I'll take
Gone?
before the benefit I'll choose for now. It's gonna be 10 feet while unencumbered. So. Yes.
Okay. 10 feet unencumbered.
Before you start pushing any, so I can't say anything like, "Oh, I'm gonna take that" because of this situation. Okay,
No
go
problem. As I said, you hear running footsteps. The door opens, and you see one wizard man. We recognize him as one of the envoys that usually speaks with you guys, the ones that know common. In a broken up common, he says, "You human found gates."
A human found the gates?
Human found at gates. Snapjaw, send me. Come, take you. Gates.
All right. Well, I'll get everybody up because this could be a lizard cult dude coming back or arriving and needing to be dealt with.
Well, you guys.
I'm awake.
I'm like, tired. Whatever.
Okay. So, you guys go outside. And it seems like there's about a dozen wizard men that are not actively they have their weapons out, but they're not actively using them against anybody. They just seem to be prepared for something. And in the middle of them, you see a quite interesting character. And I say, why don't you tell us about Your character.
My character would appear to be a paladin with is a fighter-esque character with a holy symbol around his neck. Is my camera frozen? Oh, okay. He carries a pike as his weapon, which is blatantly obvious due to its size, and he has very, very shiny armor, although it is not like in mint condition. It's just been polished very well. He is rather light skin colored. He has relatively long blonde hair and brown eyes, and yeah, I guess he's pretty tall as well and pretty well built.
Snapjaw comes in front and says, "This human says he heard of you. He comes here looking. You talk."
Well, our deeds are fantastic and probably quite well known.
I mean, I did set fire to a lot of people, so I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sure that him knowing about our deeds is a good thing. I'm gonna ask him specifically, which of our deeds have you heard that caused you to seek us out?
Well, I mean, you did know that the gnome might have changed stories up a bit. You guys told her.
That's true.
She did actually say that, yeah.
But I still want to know what you've heard.
Not the gnome, the veteran.
The gnome decided to change the story.
Jenna Grimseaver didn't say that. The veteran said that.
Yes, she did.
No, the veteran said that. The one that was
Lelouch
there at
talked her. He also said that, but Lelouch talked the gnome into being on our side with his sweet, sweet ways.
Oh, yeah, on being your side, but she said nothing about the stories that will be spun around.
Oh, clearly she's gonna help her, love her, kind of.
Oh,
Who's now deceased.
Yeah, who's now dead.
Spoilers.
She doesn't know that. Anyway, I want him to answer the question. Which stories has he heard of us?
Slaying dragons, fighting many orcs, stories of bravery and justice.
Have we
Well, the
fought
slaying
any orcs?
dragons hasn't happened yet, but it will soon.
Oh no, Robert,
Yes,
that was earlier before you came into
okay.
if Rune, not Rune. You weren't there, but we did battle a dragon.
Okay, we haven't killed any orcs, so I'm very suspicious now.
You killed a dragon without me?
Well, we didn't
No.
know you yet.
We
hobgoblins.
battled a
Hobgoblins.
dragon, but it cowered out and fled.
Were they hobgoblins? I thought they were orcs. My bad.
Yeah, there were hobgoblins, I think.
Yeah, we killed a lot of hobgoblins. That's fine.
Like,
Orcs.
wait. The dragon escaped?
They can fly.
Yes, it flew away because it realized it didn't stand a chance against us. Right, right, Brutus?
Why are we not pursuing this beast?
We did.
We tried,
kept
but it
flying.
flew away. Rune,
It flies fast.
sometime.
It flies faster than the fastest horse can run. We followed it back to its camp, and then we killed everyone at the camp, and then it just kept going.
Oh yeah. My
It's very
character also
frustrating.
one.
Yeah, so basically, I saw his characters just there, looking at you, and all of you three are just arguing about this. Right? Just, you kill the character? You kill the dragon? No, we just battled it.
Well, my character's pretty interesting to hear about, like fighting and defeating a dragon.
Those of them are still kind of wary around it. Much of them don't understand what you're saying. Snapjaw kind of catches pieces and bits of information. His eyes go wide as a couple of the envoys near him at certain parts of it, but he don't say anything.
Clearly, the tale has grown in the retelling, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, dragons aren't sacred to lizard men or something, because, they're big lizards.
Oh yeah.
Who's here? Is it obvious from his gear who his god is? There's like a holy. There's a clear symbol on his. I guess he's not.
Yeah, he
you
has.
can
He
see
said that he has
if you-
a holy symbol.
Yeah, you can make a religion check, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
DC
you
just
could
just like normal.
You can just look at my character sheet.
That's a cruel joke. I actually rolled a 17 on my religion check.
You know
It's-
what's
yeah,
your
it's-
god?
It's Tempest, one of the gods of war.
Aww.
What do you mean, not tier? What is this?
Is that the second best god?
Well, no, he's a god of war, so it's it's whatever.
Relatable.
Relatable, yeah.
It's relatable.
And you see somebody else. You hear big feet thumping. Not 2, but 4 on the mud. And Hoon, you are met by the familiar sight of Rupe running towards you.
All right, I'll run across the swamp, and we'll have like a big boy and his dog reunion, except giant size and knocking over huts and things.
Exactly what happens. And the Snap just smiles and says, I sent men. Bring your friends back. As I promised.
So Herc's there?
Thank you.
He looks very proud at his... as I promised.
Oh. Yeah, good job. I say,
Yeah,
I say
nicely
with, whatever.
Yeah, nicely done.
Nicely done. Yeah.
We
He's
not
like-
find the big guy, though. He not be there. Big, ogre.
Oh
I-
no! What
I-
happened to
I-
Herc?
He was whisked away by some unknown power of above.
Maybe hunting. We keep eye out for Herc. We send scouts. He be friend of yours. He be friend of Scaly Death. We promise. And he does this with his hand.
Oh man, I totally forgot about Herc. We gotta find Herc. We're like his parole officer.
Well, I mean, our horses there?
Yeah, horses are there as well.
Cameron, I missed you so much.
And
and,
another...
and Jack, oh my god.
And Jack, yeah.
Reunion.
The gray...
Jacko.
The gray Jacko, yeah. Forgot
Oh,
its
Matt.
face. Oh, Matt! Mm-hmm. Oh, Matt!
Yay. I guess I have a reunion with them as well. Well.
All right, so we're like just all pretty much getting involved in our own stuff and totally forgetting about this
Yeah.
poor confused
yeah.
person who has come to join us.
Who's this guy? Like, fuck him.
Oh yeah, there was some dude.
Oh, you still here?
This is how NPCs feel.
Wait. So why have you sought us out then?
Well, a recent departure of my more recent venturing party.
Wait, your party kicked you out, so you just thought we'd come?
Not quite. More of a sorrowful.
They're nearly
They
departed.
bite off more than they can chew.
Hmm,
Kind of
I
thing.
guess you could say that.
I just did. So, yeah, what's your name or whatever?
My name is Alexander. What is yours?
Oh, I'm Rostani.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, this is awkward. I
Yep.
just like saying, I'm gonna go read a book or something.
I think that was Rostani trying to flirt. Ah, that was really bad.
What?
You have to make everything sexual, don't you, Justin?
No, just the things that seem sexual. And she's think about this. If a girl came up to you and was like, so what's your name? And then you answered her, and she was like, oh yeah, my name's Rostani. I'm gonna go now.
I'm gonna
Right?
go with
No,
that.
if-
That's a girl
If it-
who like was trying to flirt and then got super embarrassed how bad she was and then left.
No, I think it was
Have
more like
nothing in
I turn around, like
Oh.
I notice his presence, like, oh yeah, you're still here. Like, okay, so what's your name?
He
Okay,
doesn't actually have any
whatever.
presents for you.
Yeah,
I,
it
got-
sounded really
I think it's
bored
more
during
like
the whole
I
thing.
am so indifferent, really.
I'm
At this
Chucky,
point,
Go on.
are my retainers there?
Your retainers are there as well, yeah. They're kind of
Ethan.
I'll,
even more people.
they're kind of in the back, like in the background. You were the only one that was ballsy enough to walk into a castle where you openly saw a lot of wizardmen moving around, drilling themselves and fighting, practicing, getting giant wizards and moving them into the castle. So they're more in the. They're still surrounded by wizardmen, but they're more of a. No, you know what I mean?
I'm sure my squire isn't as badly. Like maybe
No,
the other two.
Of course, no. The squire is holding his ground, but he's definitely not in his. He's not. This is not his style. He's out of his composure. He's definitely stressed out right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've adventured with him before, and I know that they can't really fend for themselves as well. So
I prefer to imagine that the lizard men were having a training montage, Mulan style.
Yeah, that's about what happened.
Let's get down to
must be quick,
business.
like
To
the
defeat
great typhoon.
the
Bullywugs.
Okay, so you've met this new character, Alexander. What do you do next? Do you just leave him there, or?
I mean, okay.
I suppose we should talk to him. You've come at an awkward time, Alexander. We just lost
sorry.
one of our companions.
I do
So
not
we're
mean.
feeling a bit out of sorts.
I do
But
not
come
mean
in,
to
have
do-
some food. I'm sure it's been a difficult journey through the swamp.
food. Do you have any prepared?
There should be some belonging to the dead people we just slaughtered.
Oh dear.
Probably nothing cooked, but probably some dried meat, fruits.
They ate
nuts.
pretty well before we killed them.
The dwarf,
Well, I mean, yeah.
the dwarf cook still alive. He now, our employee. He now cook for us.
Oh, the dwarf.
Ah,
Oh, that's good.
He had
Don't
a
take me
stash.
towards the
He had stash of alcohol, right?
Yeah, he's the
Right.
one you bought alcohol from, but he forgot to actually take it. Like you paid him, and you told him that, oh,
I
I'm gonna
guess I
come
don't
in.
know that.
well, we
Okay,
kind of got
let's-
thrown in jail.
Yeah, kinda.
That messed up the plan a little.
Kinda
bit.
hampers the
He
process.
still owes us the alcohol. We can still go grab it.
Yeah.
I fully forgot about the dwarf. 100%.
I want to ask the lizardmen if they know if there's any diamonds in the castle.
The Znabra shakes his head. Besides what you find day before this, they sent our coffers, boxes, through Porto.
And there were no diamonds in that like 1200 G of precious gems that we found.
You know what you found. I gave you all the route yesterday.
It just says precious gems.
No, yeah,
Uh,
because you need to
I
spend some
have-
time to actually figure out what they are. That's one of the things I'm not gonna follow the module for. I hate the fact that you
Oh.
just get to know how much a
Like-
jewel is worth.
Well, I only care if
Yeah.
they're diamonds or not. I don't care how much they're. I mean, I care how much they're worth, but if
I
they're
guess
no
I do an
diamonds,
investigation check to see how much what they are.
Definitely. But this is not a passive. This does not imply the passive. You
That's
need
a fine.
Yeah, that's a fine.
They are plus 6.
sunny.
Okay. How many precious gems do you have?
I mean, I have 3 on me, but that's after like we divided it. I mean, I took ice like after like divided everything in 3. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, so through those, there's no diamonds and the bundles that you have. Unfortunately, but they are precious gems. They still might be worth something on the market.
but can I make an assessment of what they are?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. 20.
Okay, you're pretty sure they're about 100 G each.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not that expensive, but still
pretty
worth
good.
the money. Yeah.
So it's a lot. I mean, if I have,
There's the precious lunch. Not
there's
the
also
super
I
precious
also have 7 semi-precious stones.
Yeah, feel
This
free.
is H. This is H, and you have
One,
like one each.
100 gold each on the free precious stones, and Let's see on the semi-precious
You
stone.
each have this, by the way. Like this is all split up.
Yes, this is like
Yeah.
what I like.
Oh, three of each of you have 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is
that was
this is after-
divided by.
Then
That's
you
it,
know
divided
what,
by 3.
Justin and Robert, or both of you give me 3 d20s, just so I don't need to roll that many dice.
Right. Come on, 20s. Oh, that's good.
Okay, Robert.
Oh,
but
that's
this,
not as
one
good.
of them is a diamond.
Yay!
It's a
300 gold.
small. It's a small diamond. It's worth only 200 gold. This one, but it's still a diamond.
Oh, that's 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. No other diamonds between the piles.
How about the semi-precious stones? I rolled a 15.
Oh, the semi-precious stones, all of them, and at least the ones in your possession, are worth about 25 gold each.
Okay.
You have
They're like
malachite,
onyx. They're like
yeah,
onyxes or shit like that. I suppose.
onyx, malachite, not precious, not really that expensive.
Precious enough. Alright. I think I'm gonna try and identify that greater healing, or the healing potion. I think it's a healing potion at least. I had an unidentified potion in our possession.
Yeah. You applied the sipping test, if I remember correctly.
I identified by a spell checking.
Okay, it is potion of greater healing.
Cool. That's cool.
Okay. That's like a 2d8 or 2d6.
I think it is a. Oh, I'll need to open up the.
I
one
can
second.
look in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Don't worry
Yeah.
about
Okay, great.
What are my other semi-precious gems worth? They're not diamonds, but I can just put the value
25. Oh.
Rostani,
17
have
today.
you inspected those as well?
it. Do you want to give me a separate roll for their?
No. Just if you declare that you inspect all of the 10 time, I'm okay with that. In this situation,
Okay.
you will have a lot of rest time. Yeah, all of them are 25 gold each.
What? They're the precious ones, right?
No,
The
the
semi-precious
semi-precious
ones.
semi-precious
Semi-precious.
ones. The
Oh.
only one that is worth more than 100G is the
the
small diamond that Brutus has.
What happens if you get a 20?
Get a 20 and you shall find out.
But there's one extra gem. There's one left over, I think.
Where
Is
from?
it?
Because there was 10 precious gems, and you have 3 each.
Oh, well, there's one left over then.
Yeah, roll another 1d20, whoever wants to do it.
I'll do it. Fingers crossed.
Damn it! You need the lucky feat.
As a, just a normal precious stone, nothing too extravagant, 100G.
Okay.
Nothing too
But you can-
extravagant. Only thousands of dollars.
Yeah, well,
Thousands of
for
dollars.
you guys, we just found like an amazing amount of loot in here, and well, those in Maryland are not necessarily that interested in gold, as you'd expect. You found yourselves quite some treasure.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I can now buy several sets of plate mail, but I already have one, so it doesn't matter. I'm
And
gonna go
how
down
much
to.
you worked for that set of
I
plate mail.
worked my ass off for that plate mail. Okay.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna suggest that we go down to where the goods are shipped out and see if we can find any more diamonds laying around, so that in case something like one of our party members dying again happens, we'll have a solution.
In the meantime, I'll go to the kitchen
Alright,
and I'll start
fine
trying
with
to
that.
fix up.
4d4 plus 4. For healing potions. Great.
Because there's at least one room we haven't explored downstairs.
Okay, so you guys, what do you do exactly? Because this is Brutus's idea.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to the kitchen and start preparing some food.
Okay, so you are met by
Actually,
the
no,
sight
I'm
of a-
going to invite Alexander. I'm going to be like, you should come with me. This could be a good test for you if we run into anything. There's things that live down there.
Very well.
Yes, come
Okay.
with us and
Yes.
we shall test to see if you're a word addition to our party.
Yes, if you live, then perhaps we shall invite you to join us. If you die, the probability is much lower.
I would say
An
zero in that
interesting
regard,
test.
my dear Rune.
Sir Alexander says your retainer, whose name is Steven, if I remember correctly.
Stanley.
Your
Stanley?
name's
Steven.
Steven.
Okay, Stan. I didn't remember.
Probably Stanley.
Okay, Stanley. I think it would be best if me and okay, I need to remember your retainer's name. Sarah.
Sarah.
Compar-
Yeah?
Yes,
Comparable.
good. Me and Sarah take care of maybe lodgings here. Get some food ready from when you emerge back.
That would be lovely. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It will be done.
I get the impression he's a little bit of a coward.
They're not cowards. Just think retainers. Remember,
They're
these
just
are retainers.
Like commoners.
Self-preservative.
These are commoners. Yeah,
Commoner
Self-preservative.
versus dragon equals no fun for the commoner, right?
yeah. Commoner versus just in front of a
Anything,
wizard man.
really.
Yeah, anything really is like.
Commoner in front of a goblin, I'd say probably.
The goblin would win.
Not even that. The goblin would win. The goblin
Yeah.
has about 2 times its health usually if it rolls good.
Yeah.
And the commoner.
He's
commoner
not used to
could-
being a commoner.
The commoner could crit though. Never underestimate the crit.
Yeah, in real life there are people that.
What
fight
does your
lions and
squire
stuff.
do? Because he doesn't react. Even if he maybe is scared, you don't really know. He does follow you wherever you go. Whether your squire will be functioning under the there is a actual thing we used for your first commoners as well. So I'm gonna use the same thing. I just need to find the.
Is it in the DMG?
It's not in the PHB as well. I think it's the human statistics, the human appendix on creatures. If I remember correctly, it's I think we agreed upon using the noble as well.
So it's the noble.
It's the noble stat block.
Okay,
I
so it's
think
pretty
it,
big.
I
so
think it is that.
I think that's what we
That's fair enough.
said on your first because you had on Crowley, your first character here. You
Yeah.
had the same thing.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get stronger because nobles aren't that strong, but they have a bit of AC, I guess. So I'll just tell him to stay back and fight.
Yeah, put it like this: if he is a major part in any fight, your XP will be split in 4. Oh, 5.
Yay, 4.
So he will be getting XP at the detriment of the whole party, but he will level
Yep.
up as well.
You guys okay with that, right? Ho ho.
We can
that's-
just cast light on him, and he can be like our portable torch.
Sounds like
That'll
a
give
great
him-
idea.
That'll give him a job without having him do anything useful.
Okay, I will give him though a bit more HP just because you are high level. So let me see what's his.
It's like a 2d8 or something.
There's his stat block. Okay, so he has a 2d8. I'll say that you get to roll for him. What's your level 6? You get to roll 4d8 for him in HP.
Okay, cool. 4-1's coming up. Whoop. Not bad.
That's
Pretty
not
decent, actually.
It's above average.
21. So with his 9, that's 30 HP in total.
Well,
Yeah, so he has the normal features, so he has the you can choose his weapons. I will let you choose his weapons, like he can
his
have
weapon's a
something else.
rapier because... and I guess a bow as well.
Okay. Good. Does he have any shield?
I'd say he does, yeah.
Okay, good. So his AC stands at about 17.
If he's not using his bow, yeah.
It's good to have. It's just good to have your henchman stats somewhere, just so it's very
Okay.
easy in combat to go on his turn as well. Okay, good. So you guys go downstairs into the dungeon.
Yep.
Cool. Let's change
Sure.
maps.
Just to be like, how does it work with the spell slot that I gained from level 6? Is that not since I didn't sleep? Is that
You
not...
didn't sleep. It's not in there yet. So when you sleep, you will get your spells back, and that spell slot is going to be filled with a spell.
We did sleep the last, so I
Yes.
do have all my other spell slots.
You
just to
have
point
all
out.
your
I
other
might
spell slots.
actually, we might actually do a short rest so I can gain that spell slot back though. What do you guys say? Should we just rest an hour and eat before we go into there?
Sure.
So I can,
Oh, I suppose.
if it's all the same to you,
I guess we can eat first.
Okay, so Ice Eyes,
So back to the kitchen.
retinue, and the.
if
Coco
I haven't,
Wonder?
I mean, I haven't slept at all. So I'm like, if you're not gonna sleep, I might as well eat something to keep the energy up, right?
They cook pretty good food, actually. They cook impressively good food with the supplies they have there.
I try to. I go and help if anyone's cooking food.
I just gave advantage to the cook because of your 18 helping. He rolled an 18. Naturally, so pretty good food. And
I
you
wonder,
rest
like,
more.
if it, like, he rolls a 1 and like, I can't
Food
cook
poisoning.
today for some reason.
No, you
I've been
get-
a cook for 20 years, so today I cannot make it. No, sorry. Go ahead.
It's my retainers also help, but yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys do after you eat? You take a short rest. You can use your hit dice if any of you need it. I think some of you have some missing HP from the stages.
No,
I've slept since then.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only person who has
besides,
slept since then is
slept.
Rostam.
besides Rostani.
Yeah, I'm at full health and full hit dice.
Rostani,
Everyone else rested.
what about you?
I did take some damage, I remember.
You should have that down in your notes.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought we gained our HP back as we leveled up.
No.
So I think I was probably at least down to. Let's see here. I think I got attacked by at least 2 or 3 Sturges.
I got attacked by 3. 2 of them hit.
2 of them attached themselves to you.
Yeah.
And the other 2 were, and they were killed immediately after.
What's their max damage? Just like a.
It's a
9?
1d4 plus 1.
Oh, so 5. So let's say they dealt max
You
damage.
know what? Just no, don't max damage. No, that's
I think they did
okay.
7
I didn't
damage,
remember, so.
I think it was 7.
One
I think it was
second,
3 and
I
4.
can find it. Because the first one to be
I'm
attacked.
probably like. Let's see here. 22 out of 30, out of 40 at the moment.
I mean, it's not that big a deal because he's going to sleep after this, right? So the only thing, like, unless he dies in this fight, the HP is not going to matter.
I'll just use like a couple of hit dice
There
to
weren't
bring me
any
up.
damage rolls on anyone except me, actually, I think. He only rolled for HP.
Yeah, the only thing that I rolled for you because you are out of attacks on you. The other ones were just my dice. I had enough dice to roll for the others. I was just looking for the dice I used on her as well, but I couldn't find it.
I mean, I'll just use a couple of dice here and now.
Okay, feel free.
Yeah.
Crappy. 8.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
30.
probably full health.
No, it's not full.
That's definitely full health because the most damage you could have taken is 10. Okay. So there's no like Detrius, no things left over from this area. I search it really carefully, like 1, 9, and 10, because I guess they've been shipping the stuff through there. There's no objects left over.
Give me an investigation check as you go into 1.
Investigation or perception?
Well, you investigate it. You said you can roll perception as well, whichever is good for
I
you.
would like to investigate for a trapdoor. Yes, that is a great idea.
19.
Brutus, you see something. So looking around, you realize there is a actual tunnel going inwards
It's
right here.
investigation, though, right? Isn't your investigation really low because you're?
He said I could use either one. This is
No,
my
I said
perception.
he could use both.
Okay, cool.
So you see something going in here, and just looking from around here, which is it's quite hard, but you manage to see what seems to be an actual shore on the other side.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
that's weird.
That's
Wow.
impossible to see from there, but do you go into the water?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the water and be like, "Hey guys, there's something down this tunnel. Maybe they were catching stuff here,
All right.
Can I perceive to see if there are any threats in the water?
Definitely, yeah. You stay as a 6-10 seconds around to look around.
or I guess light on my shield, so I go deeper in. So I have my own light source,
Okay, just put it in there. The
I
water
don't
is
know.
pretty deep, so
like
you
deep
will
enough
have
that I'd have to swim.
yes,
Or
deep enough that you would have to swim.
oh, let's see. This is 10 feet per square.
Oh, this is 10
which
feet per
one?
yes, 10 feet per square.
So you have to do like an athletics check, I believe. That's well, right?
If you have heavy armor on, you need to do a athletics check. If not, you're just gonna move at half speed.
It's saying that there's an error fetching my rolls.
Sorry, what?
It says that there's an error fetching my rolls.
I
You know what
don't
it
understand what you're saying.
He says there's an error
Okay.
fetching his rolls.
That's what it's saying. There was an error fetching your roll. Please
Refresh
try
the
again.
page.
There was an error fetching your roll. Please try again. There was an error fetching your roll. Please try again.
Refresh the page.
Then order a muffin.
I shall order a muffin. There is an error ordering your muffin. Please try again.
16.
There was an error fetching your roll.
Okay,
Please
so
try again.
Justin, do you continue on through? Do you have metal armor on? You have heavy armor on, so you need to do me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm actually gonna. So this is like a rock wall here, right, alongside of the thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna climb laterally on the rock wall.
Cool. Same thing. It is simply because it's very damp around. I'll say that's enough to get you across quite easily, but at the detriment of your speed. You make it over on this side.
Do you see
And
anything?
there's
A
an
shout
actu-
out. A shout out.
There's an actual full, like, small island over on here. Pretty big from what you see. Roll me a perception check. So you look around and there's nothing else. You see what seem to be stones shining from the light you are pointing towards them. Maybe
Oh.
precious stones?
I don't know. Yeah, guys, there's a giant island in here, and there's stuff.
All right.
Like,
How deep is this water?
Maybe you can't quite see it. It's pretty hard in the darkness and so on.
Is the fog still here?
Maybe the fog is still there, but not here. Like in this part of the map, it's just like feet level. Maybe 15 feet deep. You're not
Alright.
quite sure. It's pretty hard to see.
All right, then I guess I'll go the same way that Brutus did.
Yeah, I mean, there's never a reason to get wet.
Okay, Brutus. You just you turn around, you shout this back, and upon just looking, still looking at the stones, you notice something strange. It's as if you're looking at this through water, and actually before you can do anything, you realize that something in front of you that is completely transparent is moving.
Uh-oh.
And
What a
roll
win.
me initiative, but you
I
are you
can't
are in a
roll
surprise
initiative.
round.
Gelatinous
I tried to
cube.
perceive. Chucky, to be fair, I tried to perceive threads in the water.
Yeah, not
But I
in the
couldn't
water.
roll.
That was not in the water. It's okay. So
Alright.
even if you roll, there was nothing in the water.
It's a 16 initiative.
Cool.
6 initiative.
Ha!
Okay.
Suck it.
Okay. Let me get your token up. So do you want a paradigm token?
It's Flubber!
Still can't roll.
And this is a good time to go to break.
And this is a great time to go to break. See you guys on the other side with more of the Dragon Queen.
Why can't I roll?
2-3 minutes.
It's a gelatinous cube or an ooze of some kind.